So I've already, I just finished creating the exam, and we'll talk about that first. I can post it right after class, but I think I'm just gonna wait. So it'll still be due at midnight. So let's talk about MATH30. Before we go through the to-do list, I want to say that if I haven't written to you, or if you've written an email to me and I haven't responded, I lost internet connection. So right now I'm at my parents' house, but I haven't had easy access to the internet lately. But we'll catch up on everything, and the schedule is still on track. So let me find the schedule. Yeah. Okay, so let's put this up first. So we'll have it set to be available at midnight. It will close on the 24th at midnight. Yep. I know that it has 15 questions. These problems are on WebAssign, by the way. So in WebAssign, you'll have an assignment called exam. And these problems, they're still similar to homework problems. I have it set that so that you have 100 attempts on each problem. After 5 attempts, it will, or no, I think after the first attempt, you'll get response, like feedback from WebAssign, if it's right or wrong. And then after the 5th attempt, you have the option of trying a different problem, a similar but different problem. So again, it's more practice. Another place to get some practice is on Canvas. So I created a quiz on Canvas, and that's a place where I will grade the problem. I will give you partial points. If you need any help, let me know. But quiz 1, I made it on Monday. It's, it's currently available, and it's due the same time as your test. So these actually are kind of questions I wish we could have tried these problems sooner, but they're problems that I would put on a test. So these are like problems that WebAssign has that are good test questions. These are problems that I have that are good test questions. And then, let's see, we're gonna hold off on doing any more notes. We'll get back to 2.7 notes, and then I'll wait a little bit till we do homework for 2.6 and 2.7. But I want to remind you that there's some homework due tonight. So the last thing on the to-do list is, what's that? I think it's, let's see, 2.3 and 2.5. And again, if I haven't checked any of your messages or extensions, I'm gonna get to that as soon as I can. I'll make sure that we all have enough time to work on everything that's available. Okay, so now we get to do problems that are like your test questions. I don't know if I've already said this, but I won't have time to type these problems up, but we're recording and hopefully we'll get through everything today. All right, so let me know if you see any mistakes or if you have any questions or concerns. Let's give this a try. We just have a sketch for some function that has, let's see, 75, 150, 225, and 300. An open part here, and then it goes down to the 0.475. Then above 4, but still kind of undefined, let's see, open at 4, 225. Okay. And about like halfway between, it doesn't matter too much, but halfway between 75 and 150 is 0.8, whatever that number is. And then we're just going to look at limits that approach 4. So we'll approach 4 from the left and from the right. Right, the limit as x goes to 4 from the left side, your limit is, yes, 75. Nice. And the limit as x is going to 4 from the left, or from the right. Okay, this time the limit is 225. And then we will summarize that. The limit as x goes to 4 is, oh, I'm sorry. These values are t values. T needs to go to 4 and t needs to go to 4 of f of t. So as t goes to 4. The limits aren't equal, so it does not exist. All right. I put a note to myself that we might use a graphing calculator to get a picture of this next one. So I'll write it down and then we'll just Google what the picture is. And just as like a side note, the rules for your test are similar to the rules for the quiz. I know that you have access to the internet and your book and everything. Just please make sure that you understand each problem. If you have help, I would talk to classmates or me before talking to a tutor or a teacher from another class. But really, overall, you need to get practice, and so I'm just trying to make as much practice as possible. Okay, we want to do f of x equal to 9 over 1 plus e to the 1 over x. So I know that we're undefined at x equals 0, but this whole graph here, I'm just going to put into Desmos graphing calculator. Then we'll come back and do some kind of limit. Okay, so actually it's going to be, let's write it down first. So we write these limits down and then we'll go look at the picture and come back and put our answers up. So the limit as x goes to 0 from the left. We'll go from the right. And we'll talk about both sides. All right, let's see. Share screen. Oh, hang on. We want the graphing calculator. That's what. Which I don't know if I've mentioned before, but this is just a free calculator that I find on Google.